Rati Sahi Levesque is President and CEO of The RealReal, joining us now exclusively on Power Lunch. Rati, it's great to have you on the program. I mean, what a day. What is behind the besides, of course, your leadership, what is behind the turn for The RealReal and its investors this year?
Yes, thanks for the question. We're pretty excited about the momentum. The RealReal is the leader in luxury resale, and there's definitely been a market shift into resale. So it's great to see more awareness in resale. We'll hit $2 billion of GMV this year for the first time in TRR's history. And, you know, like I said, there's been a market shift happening. So there's a fundamental change in the way people are shopping for fashion, and we're leading that change. So really exciting to see. One stat, you know, that gets me excited is 58% of consumers now prefer the secondary market outright over the primary market. So they'll go directly to the secondary market.
By the way, the stock market loves it. KeyBank Capital Markets saying we're feeling good for real. Roth Capital saying the transformation is for real. Apparently everybody, including myself, like to make puns with the company's name. But they also note that your physical locations, you've got 19 physical locations, make a difference. How big of a difference are the brick and mortar stores making for you?
Yeah, they're a great way to meet the consignor where they are, right? We want to create as least amount of friction as we can for the consignors when they're consigning. It's a great way to consign fine jewelry, watches, handbags, and being able to, we come to your home to pick up your product when you're ready to sell. You can drop off in a store, you can send an item directly to us, we'll have a van pickup on demand. So all of these kind of tactics to bring in supply and really be where the consignor is helps us bring, you know, a great amount of volume into our ecosystem.
So how much more expansion might be planned on the physical side?
Yeah, we're probably open, we say about 1 to 3 stores a year. We're a digital first company, so, you know, really focused there. But it's a nice halo that we see on our brand. And again, meeting where the consignors where they are, but we also see sellers consign more value when they use a store. So they consign more, their LTV is higher. So a really great way to get someone to be more sticky with our brand.
Do you consider yourself kind of a counter-cyclical economic indicator where people say, you know, things are a little tighter right now, I want to go to the RealReal and buy something on consignment? Or is this a different class of shopper, a different class of consumer that is just looking, listen, clothes are expensive, and people have really nice things in their closets they're not wearing, and I would like to wear those things?
Yeah. Yeah, you know, I mean, let's start with the TAM. There's $200 billion trapped in people's closets. That's just in the US, right? So really exciting there. But then also our intersection, our value play, our business model is quite flexible. And that intersection between luxury and value makes it interesting. So as far as consumer goes, like we're seeing a strong willingness to spend. We're seeing fine jewelry, watches, handbags, that high value product, really strong for us right now. And then that diversification of product and the curation is really, you know, we're seeing a lot of engagement with that types of brands.
When the RealReal launched, Rati, and I know you know this, but before you were CEO, it launched, and the knock on the RealReal was that, you know, it's so labor intensive to go through somebody's stuff and say, this has a lot of value, I'm sorry, this does not. I assume you've gotten a lot better on the technology side, maybe AI. How are you using technology and maybe even AI in the business to streamline that part? Because that would to me seem a lot harder than selling something.
Right. Yeah, no, it's a really good point. And, you know, no one's better positioned. We're very much uniquely positioned because of all the data and insights that we have. So we have 40 million members in our community that we've built trust with. We have over 50 million items that we've sold. And now we can take those data and insights and really leverage AI. So we launched something less than a year ago called Athena. And now we can process the items faster, and we're taking dollars out of each cost per unit over the medium term. So really excited to see that. And I will say that's a little bit of, you know, misunderstanding for sure as far as how much it costs to process these items. So it's definitely a bit misunderstood, but then we're also getting better and better at it. for sure.